Welcome to the dojo. This is Zenshin-Dō. Today we're taking a look at SWAT Commander, a game with some genuinely strong ideas and some very uneven execution. This isn't a hit piece, and it's not blind praise either. The goal here is to look at what SWAT Commander does well, what it does poorly, and why some of its design decisions are actually more interesting than they might seem at first glance, especially if you're coming from something like Ready or Not. One of the first things I noticed, almost immediately, is that SWAT Commander gives you access to sniper support through a tablet interface. You can command the sniper directly, and in some cases even take control of them. If I remember correctly, this feels like a callback to the older SWAT games, possibly SWAT 4, maybe even SWAT 3. I don't remember exactly which one had sniper support implemented this way, but the inspiration is very clear. What surprises me is that this feature never really made its way into Ready or Not. I actually think it would be welcome there. It might be a little clunky at first, sure, but here's the thing. It works. It genuinely works. And if you're playing with multiple people, the idea that one player could take on the role of sniper overwatch while others handle entry is actually very compelling. It adds a layer of coordination that most modern tactical shooters don't even attempt. Another interesting design choice is the camera system. SWAT Commander uses a hybrid perspective. You can switch between first-person and what looks like a third-person helmet camera view. And that's important because the helmet camera perspective does a lot of heavy lifting for this game. Let's be honest, the first-person view is rough. If you're coming from Ready or Not, it's going to look bad. The assets are clearly store-bought, the models are dated, and the animations lack polish. That's expected to a degree. This is an early access title, but it's still noticeable. The helmet camera, though, helps sell the experience. A lot. It adds weight. It adds distance. It adds just enough visual framing to make the environments feel more believable than they actually are. And while the idea itself isn't novel, it's probably inspired by the recent Call of Duty titles that brought that camera perspective back into the spotlight. It's still an effective choice. What's surprising is that Ready or Not doesn't offer something like this by default. Without mods, you don't really get that option. And again, this is one of those cases where SWAT Commander stumbles into a good idea that larger, more polished games somehow skipped. The third thing SWAT Commander gets right is environmental control. You can actually disable the power to a building before you enter. You can find the breaker box and cut the electricity. That's an excellent design decision. Given that Ready or Not already includes night vision, flashlights and infrared lasers, it's honestly strange that power cut mechanics were never implemented there. Law enforcement absolutely has the authority to cut power before serving a warrant, and doing so opens up far more meaningful use of darkness as a tactical element. SWAT Commander understands that, and that's worth praising. Unfortunately, this is also where we need to pivot into the problems, because while the ideas are good, the execution is often bizarre. The environments look old, they feel dated, almost like something built on an early Source engine foundation. The character models are rough, but the first-person arms are especially bad. The proportions look wrong. The wrist bends unnaturally. The arm holding the weapon honestly looks like a potato. It's distracting. Constantly. That's actually why I'd recommend using the helmet camera perspective if you do decide to try this game. It hides a lot of those issues. Animations are another problem. Interactions take far longer than they should. And if this was done in the name of realism, it doesn't work, because the game itself doesn't look or feel realistic enough to support that choice. Weapons are a big letdown. Compared to Ready or Not, they feel basic. There's no sense of weight, no convincing ballistic behavior, and no meaningful interaction with the environment. Ready or Not has one of the most grounded portrayals of ballistics in tactical shooters, and by comparison, SWAT Commander feels extremely shallow. If you're coming in expecting the guns to feel good, they won't. They feel generic. Again, this is early access, and this footage is from earlier last year. Updates may have improved things since then, but as shown here, it's rough. Sound design is another major weakness. In Ready or Not, violence is treated as a psychological event. People don't die quietly or cleanly. It's uncomfortable, and that discomfort is intentional. It reminds you that these are human beings. SWAT Commander doesn't have that. Weapon sounds lack punch, environmental audio is flat, and some of the voice lines feel completely disconnected from the context they're used in. You'll hear callouts like, "I got a man down," delivered at full combat volume, even when the body on the ground is clearly a woman, and there's no active gunfight happening. It sounds like placeholder audio, and it probably is, but the result is unintentionally jarring. In some moments, the game even becomes unintentionally funny. Interaction ranges feel off. In the footage, you'll see moments where I'm kneeling near a body trying to report it, but because of overlapping inputs, I end up shouting compliance commands at a corpse. It's already dead, and I'm yelling at it to get on the ground. The game wants to be serious, but it keeps undermining itself. And that's really the core issue here. SWAT Commander has good ideas, some genuinely good ones. Sniper control, helmet cam perspective, power management, intuitive command systems. But right now it lacks the cohesion, polish and realism needed to support those ideas properly. This is an early access title, and that matters. Things can improve, systems can be refined, assets can be replaced. But as it stands, SWAT Commander is a strange mix of smart design and awkward execution. A game that occasionally shows flashes of what it could be, while constantly reminding you of what it isn't yet. Next, I'll show you a clip from my first run in SWAT Commander, and then I'll follow it up with a run from Ready or Not, so you can see how the two games come across side by side.
Police, hold it right there. Hands in the air. Hands where we can see them. On the ground. On the ground. Give me your hands. Entry team to talk. So
Don't do anything, stupid.
Killed the suspect.
Nobody move. Get down and show your hands. Put your hands on your back.
Complied.
Please cooperate. We're here to help. Entry team to talk. Civilian is safe. Waiting to evac.
Please don't take my voice.
Keep it up.
Entry team to talk. Suspect is dead.
Talk copies. Coroner standing by.
Weapon down.
SWAT, get on the ground now.
Keep it calm, okay, bud?
Put your weapon down.
Good! Put down the weapon.
Get down and show your hands.
Out of ammo.
Nobody move.
Suspect neutralized.
Hands where we breach with shotgun. Breach using shotgun.
Copy that. Go! Area clear.
Deckard, clear here.
It's clear.
Area clear.
Put your hands on your back. Get down and show your hands. Entry team to talk. There's a dead suspect here.
Body confirmed. Secure the area and move forward.
Clear it. Go, go.
Yes, sir.
Keep going. Clear it.
Copy that.
Let's move.
Right on.
On your knees. Put your hands up and
Suspect is
get down.
dead.
Entry team to talk. Dead suspect.
Notifying morgue. Keep moving.
Nobody move. You're safe. This is a precaution. Entry team to talk. Civilian in custody. Entry team to talk. Man down.
Kidnapped us.
Entry team to talk. Dead civilian spotted.
Roger that.
Entry team to talk. Found evidence.
That's logged. Forensics will sweep in after you're done.
How can I ever thank you?
On your knees. Entry team to talk. Man down.
Copy.
Entry team to talk. Civilian needs medical attention.
Copy that. EMTs have been notified.
Move. Open and clear.
HQ has eyes
Follow
on the
me.
suspect. Sharing
you.
coordinates now.
Hands where you can see them.
Roger
Killed
that.
the suspect.
Entry team to talk. Suspect needs medical attention.
Talk copies. EMTs will move in once it is clear. Talk to lead. HQ has secured new intel on evidence location. Details attached. Talk to entry team. We've located tactically relevant assets. Securing them is advised. HQ has new data on evidence. Secure and deliver. Sending you the coordinates. Entry team, new intel on evidence within premises. Submitting coordinates.
Nobody move. Get down and show your hands.
Don't let me down. Stupid.
Suspect neutralized.
Lead, HQ has new data on evidence. Secure and deliver. Sending you the coordinates.
Entry team to talk. Found evidence.
Confirmed. Scene is tagged for follow-up. Keep clearing. Talk to entry team. We've located tactically relevant assets. Securing them is
Entry
advised.
team to talk. Suspect down.
Temps alerted. Continue mission. Lead. HQ has new data on evidence. Secure and deliver. Sending you the coordinates.
Breach using shotgun.
Go! Move! All secured.
Miles, clear.
In position.
Jack clear.
Entry team to talk. Dead suspect.
Tag the body and carry on.
Move. Move.
Behind you.
Got your
Regroup.
back.
Be ready to
I'm
move.
behind you.
Entry team to talk. Found evidence.
That's logged. Forensics will sweep in when you're done.
Found evidence.
Talk to entry. Confirmed. Good work. Forensics en route. Back to HQ for debrief.
That's 6.
Lead, this is Talk. Suspects are heavily barricaded, may have planted traps in multiple areas on site. Make entry, exercise extreme caution.
Gold team. Lock that door. We're here. What's in? We're good. Jam the door. We're in. huh? Where's Fred?
After what they did to you, look at you.
Use a jam. Door jam, ready.
Jam me.
Cover the area. Moving up. Unlock. Use the wand. Check for targets. Not the wand. Got multiple openings here. Looking good, sir. Room clear. Opening launch a grenade through the door. Opening police, get down! On the left. Hands on your head! Do it now!
Are you fucking serious?
Keep your hands up!
Fucking
On the ground! Move!
I'm not going to jail!
Hands up!
I will not go to jail! Fuck!
LSPD, don't move!
I'm not going to jail!
Police, get down! Turn around slowly. I want to see hands! Secure them.
Going into
Underneath, move. You got point. Don't make this worse than
Come here.
Notifying trailer.
Suspect in custody, ready
Send
to
him our way.
transport.
secure the area. Done. Disable that device. I got this. Disarm. Provide support. Got your six. Move in. Clear the room. Stacking. Move in. Clear the room. Roger.
Out of the way, sir.
Move in and clear it. Dynamic movement. Move in and clear. Copy that. Element talk.
Entry
Collecting
team,
evidence.
this is Talk. Confirming evidence secured.
Get the device. I'll deal with it. Search the room for contacts. Get rid of the trap.
Taking care of it.
Move and clear. And disarm that trap.
Copy. Dealing with it now.
Search and secure the area. Deal with it.
Disarming.
Get rid of it.
I got it.
Disarm.
Safe. Won't go off.
Put your hands up! Disable it.
I got it.
Judge will come here. You'll have to.
Safe. Won't go off.
I've seen his training.
Going in.
His methods.
Empty over here. No contacts.
Looks clear over here, boss.
Show him that he's the same puppet as me.
Down on the ground! Stay on me! Drop the weapon now! Put the weapon down!
Throw down!
Back it up. Turn around. Stay down and turn around. Turn around and stay still.
Evidence secured.
Talk, you're relevant.
Suspect standing by for transportation.
To close this out, I think the sequence you just watched matters. You started with the intent, the ideas, the systems, and what SWAT Commander is trying to be. That's what the narration and the store visuals represent, the promise, the design direction, the pitch. Then you saw the reality. Actual gameplay from SWAT Commander with its strengths and its rough edges side by side. And finally, you saw Ready or Not as a replacement, but as a point of contrast. A game that takes a different approach, with far more polish, heavier sound design, and a much stronger commitment to realism. When you see them in that order, the takeaway becomes clear. SWAT Commander isn't short on ideas. In some ways, it's doing things that larger, more established games still don't attempt. Sniper control, environmental power management, and a command system that generally does what you tell it to do are all meaningful design choices. What it lacks isn't vision, it's execution. The gap between intent and implementation is still wide. Visuals, animation quality, sound design, and immersion haven't caught up to the ideas underneath them. And when placed next to something like Ready or Not, that gap becomes impossible to ignore. But this is also why SWAT Commander is worth talking about. It's an early access game that shows how much design philosophy matters and how far strong ideas can carry a project, even when the presentation struggles to keep up. Whether it ever closes that gap remains to be seen. For now, it stands as an interesting case study in tactical design, one that feels unfinished, uneven, but far from meaningless. And that's where I'll leave it.